scholars, today we're going to talk about stars, galaxies, and constellations. If you're watching this video, it's because you missed the lesson, so watch carefully. A star is a giant ball of gas that is on fire, and it's shaped like a sphere. And the reason it's on fire is because of nuclear fusion. That is when two atoms, in this case hydrogen atoms, combine together and they make a new atom called helium. The reason that it creates fire is because it releases a whole bunch of energy, and we see the energy as fire. Now, most stars are not like our star. Our star is a little different because it's all by itself. Most stars are like this. They come in pairs or groups of three or sometimes even more. So that's one thing that makes our star different. It is like other stars that it's a giant ball of gas, but it's all by itself. Most stars come in groups. They're born in something called a nebula. And a nebula is gas and dust in space, kind of like a cloud or a big cloud of smog in space. You can see the nebula here, and that's where stars are born. They're born and they go through this life cycle. Now, they start to get bigger, and our star's life stage is kind of over here. And as they age, they start to get bigger. And right before they collapse into a dwarf star, they become a red giant. That's the biggest star that you would see right before it collapses into a white dwarf star. Eventually, if it's big enough, it'll turn into a black hole. So let's talk about black holes. Black holes only happen when you have an enormous star. It has to be really big, way bigger than our star. So our sun will never go to black hole. It's so enormous that when it collapses, the gravity is intense, the most intense you could get in the universe. So intense that not even light can escape the black hole. And the event horizon is the edge of where you can see light. It's called the event horizon because anything past that, you can't see any events in there. So it's called the event horizon, right there on the edge. Now, if you got close to the event horizon, you would have a problem because your body would be pulled like a piece of spaghetti into the black hole because the gravity would be more intense here at the event horizon than it was at the far end of your body. That's called spaghettification. Kind of gross, isn't it? There's a video for you to watch if you want, but let's talk about galaxy. A galaxy is a whole bunch of stars in the universe that are held together by gravity. The name of our galaxy is the Milky Way. You've probably heard that before. It's also the name of a candy bar. Our galaxy is a spiral galaxy. It looks like a spiral. Now, a constellation is when you have a group of stars that forms a pattern to sort of look like a picture. And in ancient times, people used the constellations to find their way around. In modern time, astronomers use constellations to talk about the location of stars in the sky. A light year is how long it takes for a person, if they were traveling at the speed of light, which is 186,282 miles per second, to travel 1 year. Our closest star, Alpha Centauri, which is the star you see right here, is 4.5 light years away. So if we had a spaceship that could travel the speed of light, which we don't, it would still take 4.5 miles to get there. You're going to do this activity. You're going to imagine that you're the captain of a starship, and you're going to go through these 5 scenarios and put your answers over here. Everybody's answers kind of will be different, so you don't have to have the same answer for everybody. For extra credit, you can answer this question because just for a little bit of fun, name one of the captains of this fictional vessel. This is the Starship Enterprise. So if you want to, you can look that up on the internet, answer the question, and get an extra credit point for it. For this one right here, you definitely need a calculator. Please stay safe and keep learning. Bye-bye.